This is a video for 10th standard students where today we're going to discuss a new aspect of your SSC board exam for French, which is the comprehension section. Okay, section C. There are two types of comprehension. So this is the first type. Okay, part one. There'll be another part where we'll discuss the second type. Now, there are different kinds of questions which come in the two types of comprehensions. Okay, so this is the first kind of comprehension, which is typically question 5. Okay, 5 ABC in your board paper. So the first question, let's quickly discuss what the questions will look like, and then we'll solve one sample one, which had appeared in a board paper a few years ago. Okay, so the first question, that is 5A, you will be asked to find some words in the text. Okay, trouver dans le texte, you will be asked to find certain things in the text. Certain things like what? Synonyms. Okay, what are synonyms? Words of similar meaning. Okay, then you will also be asked to find contraire. What are contraire? Opposites. Okay, these two are the most famous ones which are usually asked. Then you also have nominal. Okay, la forme nominale, what is that? Where you are given a verb and you have to find its noun form. Okay, for example, if you're given laugh, you will have to write laughter. Okay, things like that. Then the opposite of form nominal is la forme verbal. Okay, which is the verbal form. So if you're given laughter, you'll have to write to laugh. Okay, these are the four major things which come in trouver dans le texte. Okay, then you can also be asked to name the following, like they'll say un animal ou un pays en Europe. Okay, and you'll have to give an example. Please remember your answers for this question have to be words from the text. Okay, you do not write your own words. The words have to be dans le texte. Okay, it says in the question. Then the B part is complété avec un mot du texte. Now in this you're given fill in the blanks. Okay, you're given random sentences which have one blank each, and you have to complete that sentence with a suitable word again from the text. Okay, so that requires a little bit of thinking. So here you have to attempt any 2 out of 3. Again here you'll have to do any 2 out of 3. Okay, each of them carries 1 mark, so that way you're getting 4 marks. And then the C part of it is répondez aux phrases complètes aux questions suivantes. These are very simple questions. You can handpick your answers straight from the passage. If you're able to do a little modification here and there to suit the particular question, that's very good. Please go ahead and do that. Okay, so that way you get 2 plus 2 plus 6. Okay, that is 10 marks for the first type of comprehension. Now the way I suggest you go about it, and there are many ways of doing a comprehension. Okay, the way I suggest you go about it is you look at the A and B part of the question properly. Okay, you read the questions first and see what you're looking out for. Okay, and then once you start reading the passage, make a note of all the words that could fit your questions A and B. Okay, so let's look at one passage and you'll get an idea of how you're supposed to do it. Okay, this had appeared in a board paper a few years ago. Okay, so I've given you A and B here, the C questions on the next slide. Okay, so first let's look at the questions. Okay, before we go and read the text. The text will be very small. It won't be more than 2 paragraphs. There are 2 paragraphs, 2 very short paragraphs. Okay, and it's generally a kind of story thing which you will understand. If there are any difficult words which you don't know, you will find these brackets. Okay, which will give you the English words. So, trouver dans le texte, what do you have to find? Un autre mot pour tout de suite. An autre mot meaning another word. So un autre mot is also called synonym. Okay, un autre mot is another word. So another word for tout de suite, right away, which would be something like immediately, at once. Okay, so looking for words like that. That is the first one. Next, second one, le nom correspondant au verbe voyager. The noun corresponding to the verb to travel. Okay, voyager is the verb here, which is to travel. So you are looking out for the noun here. Okay, it will be similar to the verb. So keep your eyes out for this one. This is what I was talking about. It's also called la forme nominale. Okay, or it will also be given to you like this. Le nom qui correspond au verbe. Okay, or it's also called la forme nominale. Then the last one is kind of a name the following. Un légume, you have to know what légume is. Légume is vegetable. Qui ressemble à un parapluie. What is parapluie? Done it in the 8th standard. Umbrella. Okay, if you don't know this, you will be lost for this question. A vegetable which looks like an umbrella, which resembles an umbrella. Okay, so you have to keep your eyes out for that. Then, and the B part, these are random sentences, but the blank has to be filled with a textual word. Okay, complété avec un mot du texte. So, on a besoin d'un dash pendant la mousson. So, we need, or one needs, what? You have to fill up the blank here, during the monsoon. Okay, so what do you need during a monsoon generally? Raincoat, umbrella, boots. Okay, you're looking out for words like that. Then, mon ami français aime apprendre de nouvelles langues. My French friend likes to learn new languages. This is giving you a clue here. Maintenant, il apprend dash. Now he is learning. So if he likes to learn new languages, what is he going to be learning? A language, right? So here, obviously, you will be putting the name of a language. So you're looking out for the name of a language in this one. And the last one, Shakespeare était un dash célèbre. Who was Shakespeare? An author, playwright, writer. Okay, you're looking for words like that. So now you have a basic idea of what you're looking out for these 6 questions. Okay, so let's start reading the passage and understanding. And as you're going along, you put circles or you put underlines around the words which could seem important, so that when you're searching for answers, you don't have to go back and read the entire thing again. Okay, so un écrivain français qui a fait un voyage en Allemagne était embarrassé car il ne savait pas mot allemand. So, a French writer. So, remember we were looking out for things like writer, playwright. So, French writer qui a fait un voyage en Allemagne, who was undertaking a travel, okay, who was undertaking a journey. Remember we were looking out for something about traveling journey, so mark that and keep en Allemagne. This could also be important. What is Allemagne? It's standard Germany. Okay, était embarrassé car il ne savait pas un mot d'allemand. So embarrassé could be important. It's the same thing as it is in English, to be embarrassed, because he did not know, savoir in the imparfait, did not know one word of German. Allemand, you know, is the language German. Remember we were looking out for a language, so keep that in mind. Il est arrivé un jour dans un village. He arrived one day in a village. Let's circle this also, might be important. Et il est entré dans un petit restaurant. And he entered into a small restaurant. Let's highlight this also. Il avait envie de manger des champignons. So, he had a desire, okay, or he wanted to eat mushrooms. Now, champignon, you may not know what it is, so don't panic. Just circle it and keep, okay? But champignon, I'm telling you, is mushrooms. La seule difficulté, you're given seul is only. So, the only difficulty, underline difficulty also, était de faire comprendre au garçon ce qu'il désirait, to make the waiter understand. Now here you have to know that garçon, we're not talking about a boy, okay? Restaurant, so we're talking about a waiter. To make the waiter understand what he wanted, okay? What he wished for, désirer. So, il a eu une idée, he had an idea. Maybe une idée could also be important. The dessiner. Dessiner is to draw, design, sketch, okay, or given the meaning here. Un champignon sur une feuille de papier, on a sheet of paper. So, because he didn't know how to say the word, he would draw it on a paper, okay. Feuille could be important. Il a montré son dessin au garçon. So, dessiner is to sketch, dessin will be the sketch, right, the drawing. So, he showed the drawing to the waiter. Celui-ci a fait immédiatement signe. Celui is talking about the waiter here. Okay, this waiter immediately made a sign that he had understood. Qu'il a compris, that he had understood. Et il a disparu, and he disappeared. So disparu could be important here. Okay, immédiatement could be important. This way you should be making notes of the words which could be important to you later. Okay, l'écrivain se réjouissait déjà à l'idée de manger des champignons. So, the writer was delighted. You're given se réjouissait is to be delighted. So, se réjouissait was delighted already à l'idée. Okay, l'idée is the idea. We've already marked it before. De manger des champignons. Had the idea of eating mushrooms. Mais, but, à son grand étonnement, to his great surprise. Okay, étonnement is something that is stunning, surprising. Il a vu le garçon. He saw the waiter. Revenant triomphant, returning triumphantly. Happily, victoriously. Un parapluie à la main. With an umbrella in his hand. Parapluie is not mushroom. Parapluie is umbrella. Okay. So I hope you got the joke in this paragraph. I'm not explaining that to you, but this is the way you're supposed to read. Okay. Don't just read for the sake of reading it. Read with purpose. Okay. And mark the words which could be important. So now you will easily get these answers here. To this suite we were talking about immediately. So where is immediately? Here. Okay. So this will be the first answer. This will be A1. Okay. Immédiatement will be our answer here. Let's write it. Immédiatement. Okay. Next one. Le nom correspondant au verbe voyager. There is only one thing that could be the answer here. Okay. Voyager. It has to be un voyage. Preceded by an article, you know that it is a noun, right? So A2 will be un voyage. Voyager is to travel. Un voyage is a journey or a travel. Okay. So your answer here will be un voyage. Whenever you're writing a noun, it's preferable to put it with an article. Whenever you're writing a verb, it's preferable to write it in its infinitive. Okay. Un légume qui ressemble à un parapluie. There could only be one answer to this, which is the mushroom. Okay. So even if you haven't understood the context of this, as in the meaning of what champignon is, you will get it once you read the paragraph. Okay. So the answer here is le champignon. If you want to write un champignon also, that's fine, as long as you have an article. Okay. Then now here we have to fill in with blanks from words from the text. Okay. So here we were talking about something that you need during the monsoon. Raincoat. Was there raincoat in the text? No. Umbrella. Was there umbrella? Yes. Here you go. Okay. Parapluie is the answer here. We need an umbrella during the monsoon. On a besoin de parapluie pendant la mousson. Then you talk about languages here. A friend likes to learn new languages. So what is he learning now? Which of the languages do you have here? You have only one language, which is Allemand. Okay, Allemand is the language called German. So that will be the answer here. And the last one, Shakespeare était un dash célèbre. Do you have playwright, writer, author? Yeah. Okay, you have it many times coming in. Écrivain. Écrivain is a writer. Even if you don't know that, you know écrire is to write. So écrivain has to be something to do with writing. Okay. And as you go through the para, you'll realize that écrivain is a kind of person, right? So écrivain, by your deductive logic, you should come to know, if you don't know already, that it is a writer or an author. Okay, so this is how you have to go about the A and B questions. Now, let's look at the C question. The C question, you will get 3 questions. Okay, you have to answer all. There's no choice here. You have to answer all, each for 2 marks. Please make sure you're writing in full sentences. Okay, so let's look at the questions. L'écrivain français, pourquoi est-il embarrassé? Why was the writer embarrassed? Find the key word in the question is embarrassé. Where is embarrassé? It is here. So your answer will be somewhere here. So, un écrivain français qui a fait un voyage en Allemagne. You don't have to write this, right? Because it's not important to the question. You just have to say why he was embarrassed. He was embarrassed. Il était embarrassé car, because il ne savait pas un mot d'allemand. Straight away you have your answer here for you. So this becomes your first answer. Okay. If you want to write this qui a fait un voyage en Allemagne, you can write it, but it's not necessary. Okay. This much is enough for you to get your 2 marks. So this is the first answer. Okay. Then, quelle difficulté l'écrivain a eu au restaurant? What is the key word here? Difficulté. So, difficulté is here. Okay. So, la seule difficulté était de faire comprendre au garçon ce qu'il désirait. So, it is exactly as it is, but you will have to frame it a little differently. Okay. You will have to say l'écrivain a eu, okay, just put it as it is in the question, la difficulté, then you can put, you don't have to put été, okay, because you already put the verb here. The writer had the difficulty of making the waiter understand what he wanted. L'écrivain a eu la difficulté de faire comprendre au garçon ce qu'il désirait. Okay, that will be your answer there. If you wanted to write it as it was, la seule difficulté était de faire comprendre au garçon ce qu'il désirait, that would also be okay. But preferably if you are able to, stick to the way it's been asked in the question and answer accordingly. Okay, that is a safer way of going about it. So now last question is a little indirect question. Okay, so you'll have to frame it a little on your own. Comment savez-vous que le garçon n'a pas compris la commande de l'écrivain? How do you know that the waiter did not understand the order of the author? So, how do you know that? It's given as a joke, right, at the end, that when the author asked him for a mushroom, he came back with an umbrella. So, you just have, it's given to you in the last line, okay? Il a vu le garçon revenant un parapluie à la main. So, how will you write it? You will have to say le garçon n'a pas compris la commande de l'écrivain parce qu'il, or you can also say, instead of, you don't want to say parce qu'il, you can say car il. Now which verb will you use? Revenant here is in the gerundive, you will have to make it into the present tense. Okay, parce qu'il revient, revenir is the verb here, revient avec un parapluie au, you can stop here if you want, okay, because he returns with an umbrella. If you want to add a little more depth to your answer, au lieu d'un champignon, okay, instead of a mushroom. You can frame it like this. There are different ways of framing it. You can, if you are not too sure of yourself, you can also say il a vu le garçon revenant un parapluie à la main. That is also okay, but it's preferable that you frame your answer according to the question. So I hope this video has given you a fair idea of what kind of questions you can expect for comprehension passage type 1. I will make a video soon to discuss with you the type 2 questions in comprehension. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.